welcome to the first episode of Music of the Minds.
I just fucked up.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the...
Sorry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Music of the Minds. I am Guillermo Ramirez, and today I am joined by a very special guest, Larry from Haunt Me, also known as Hilario. And we're going to be talking a little bit about music today, a little get to know him. Yeah, we're going to get started now. So, Larry, if you can introduce yourself a little bit, give us a little backstory about who you are.
Yeah, so I've been playing music all my life. My dad played, a lot of different family members played, so it's pretty much something I just kind of went with.
Picked up.
And pretty much is just something that I guess I'm pretty lucky. Like, I've gotten to travel around a lot because of it, and I'm pretty grateful for that. But yeah, it's just something that's pretty much just taken over my life.
I was about to ask, how old were you when you knew that music was going to be something so important to you in your life?
I was definitely a kid. I want to say I was in elementary. My dad was always playing. He played music, he sang and everything, and he was always playing Bad Company, and pretty much that's kind of like the band that kind of got me into it and kind of made me want to play music.
Yeah. What was the first instrument that you learned how to play?
Oh, guitar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it your dad's guitar?
It was some cheap pawn shop guitar that they had gotten for me.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, when you were growing up, you mentioned listening to a lot of the same music that you are influenced by now. Who would be like some of your musical heroes?
Oh, heroes? That's kind of tough. Some bands that I definitely listen a lot to that really influenced me, probably Elliott Smith, Placebo, Smashing Pumpkins, She Wants Revenge. That's definitely a band I listened to a lot when I was younger.
That's a really good band.
Yeah, and definitely a lot of different indie bands as well, like Minus the Bear was some band that I listened to a lot. Play Radio Play, we were just talking about that earlier.
Going off of that, what was the first song that made you fall in love with music? And then what would be the first song that made you want to start making it? If you can look back.
I want to say it was a Bad Company song.
Yeah.
Probably like Shooting Star.
Yeah. That's the one that made you like, oh my god, I love music.
Yeah, because I was a little kid, man. it's kind of cheesy, but the song was just, I think they wrote it about Jimi Hendrix.
Really?
About like him growing up and ODing and, actually he drowned in his own vomit or something like that. But yeah, pretty much it was kind of like it was vaguely about that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
And they kind of changed the names around, things like that. But yeah, it was just something that just kind of fascinated me, and I just started playing.
Even as a kid?
Yeah.
Wow. And that's the first song that made you want to start making it too?
Yeah.
Definitely. It just kind of coincided together. See, to think that when I was a kid, I would never it took me a little bit to pick up on things like that, but the fact that you were that young and you understood what that whole story was about immediately, that's pretty cool. Or would be some of the most important things that comes to you when you're creating your music?
Probably when I'm writing, I guess there's a lot that's involved around me. I want to make sure I'm kind of in a comfortable environment, but same time, I guess it's more of what's going on around me at the time, what I feel like playing at that moment. There's just so many different variables and kind of come from so many different directions.
Yeah.
Even from making it on my phone sometimes, but I don't know. I guess it really just depends on how I'm feeling mentally and inspired at that moment. But I feel like jogging helps a lot with that.
Really?
Yeah. So a lot of times when I know I'm about to start writing, I'll go on a jog beforehand.
When making or creating your music, what would be your creative process? I guess it would involve, like you said, the jogging.
Yeah, definitely getting started, but the process on running through, I guess I just go layer by layer, just kind of try to put piece by piece and create my groove. So I usually start off with drums. I'll create what kind of what rhythm I'm trying to create that moment, and I'll add on bass after that, slowly add on instruments. Sometimes I already have a melody in mind, something I was already playing with on guitar, and I just went straight into it. But most of the time I'll start off by just building slowly off drums and bass.
And it just depends on the day, really.
Yeah, and just really what sticks at that moment, I'll go from there. It might be piano, guitar, or whatever.
I really like that type of process because I also, when I'm making music, I also start with the drums. Or it's always rhythm first.
Yeah.
I feel like it's important to get people moving.
Yeah, it's easy to like create. I guess find out the direction you're going once you already have like once you see the spots you need to fill in. So you have the drums in, so it's kind of just jumping right into it. It's like you need your rhythm, you need your groove, and you need your melody, and pretty much everything together kind of makes your song. So I mean, like you have your drums and your bass, and that's kind of creating the whole foundation. And from there, your melody's kind of helping you travel through it.
That's true.
And so, I mean, to have a good song, you need all that to kind of make it catchy. You need your hook, and yeah, that's pretty much a song.
When you're writing, do you already have a structure in mind, or is it more so like you're saying, building off of that at the beginning and then coming up with it later?
A lot of the times when it comes towards the structure, I leave a lot of that to Darius when it comes to Haunt Me, because like I feel like the structure, a lot of that it derives from the lyrics or what kind of like main melody if it's an instrumental song. But yeah, definitely if there's vocals, I mean it kind of depends on like your vocals, the main melody, what story it's telling.
That's true.
And from there, you just kind of give the song what it needs at that point. Sometimes I'll write a song, and depending on what the vocals like do or doing, then we'll completely change the song. We'll take things away and make it like adapt towards the vocals.
Even music without the vocals, it'll tell a story too.
Oh yeah, there's definitely like that kind of groove that kind of takes you through it. Yeah, it's
Like
just pretty much depending what your song needs is what we give it. And
Since you mentioned your band Haunt Me, how long has Haunt Me been playing together?
Darius and I have been playing in bands together for a little over 10 years. Haunt Me about maybe 5 years.
Yeah.
It was a pandemic band.
Oh.
And so, yeah, the first release I believe was 2020.
Looking back, as the progression of the band continues, what do you think is in store in the near future for y'all?
Well, I mean, we just started, I guess, reaching out from the U.S., so pretty much definitely a lot more road traveling, a lot more festivals, and just trying to focus on music videos, putting out more media. That's something we never really do. We didn't really see, it's just not really us.
Yeah.
We just focus more on music.
Playing live.
Yeah.
Does that like coincide with your live performances? Like when y'all do play, is it more of an atmospheric experience, or is it more of like a visual thing?
Well, it's definitely a little bit more atmospheric. We do have lights. We have a synchronized light show with our music. But we try to keep everything relevant towards the general atmosphere of the song, the mood and everything. You know, like stick with the general theme.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll stick with certain colors like red and purple during our light. Just a little bit more minimalistic towards things, but
But it coincides with each song and the feelings of those songs.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like bands like that aren't so focused on like the visual and letting like the music do more of the talking, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's really awesome that y'all get to do that, and not only do that here, but now branching out into like Europe.
Oh yeah.
What was your favorite place to play at in Europe in this last trip?
Oh man, probably maybe Paris.
Paris?
Yeah.
Is that a really cool like crowd experience?
Oh yeah, the food was amazing. The crowd was fantastic. Just like overall, it reminded me a lot of New York.
New York.
Yeah, I love Paris. It was pretty great.
Would New York be the number one spot that you played at least in the States?
L.A.
LA over
Yeah.
New York?
Yeah.
And why LA?
Show wise, just the crowds. I mean, people
Yeah.
really come out for shows in Los Angeles. New York is a lot of fun, but yeah, Los Angeles, just the shows itself they're just incredible. It's hard to top shows in LA. I mean, like playing all over the world, it's still just hard to top
It's
shows
still
in LA.
number one.
Yeah.
Huh. When you created Haunt Me, you mentioned it's like a pandemic band. Did you think it would get to this point?
Definitely not, because like Darius had started the band Haunt Me with Jordan, our other buddy, and I had joined right after the first album actually came out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I joined right after that, and yeah, just something that like Darius and I, when we write, we always like, I don't know, we always had goals, and it's just, I guess it's just always staying hungry. We always wanted something more and more, and it just slowly, everything just kept getting bigger and bigger, and just, I don't know, I guess it's just never being satisfied, and we just keep trying, seeing what works, what doesn't, and yeah, it's weird that things are still going, but yeah, it's cool. It's a lot of fun.
When you mentioned it, you think it's like strange that it's still going. Was that like more so like your idea of what you wanted to do in your musical career, like, or did you expect to get to this point, or did you already have like a different idea?
I definitely had a different idea of what success was for music for me. I feel like I'm still trying to get to a point where like I want to get to a point where I feel like I've achieved all my musical goals. I mean, Haunt Me, we've done a lot. Like, I've gotten to play for big crowds. I've gotten to play festivals. I've gotten to play all over the world. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, there's still certain, like, personal things I'd like to do. Like, I want my own studio. I want to be more recognized as a producer in that level. So I guess I'm still just, like, trying and seeing, like, what keeps my interest going. And, like, I need to just, like, keep creating goals and, like, kind of feel, like, I guess gain that fulfillment.
Yeah. Because, I mean, would you define success then in this case? Like, would it be more, like you mentioned, being recognized as a producer, letting your music do the talking rather than your performance?
Yeah, that'd probably be it. Just, really, I want to say production is probably what I really want to just get that next level of just, I guess, being recognized more as a producer, more as just, I guess, an overall musician in that level. But I mean, because like, again, I've already done a lot. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I guess that's what I'd like to do next. Would just be more on that higher level. I want to definitely crack I guess, get more in the larger festival markets.
Oh. Yeah.
That's one thing we want to do more on. Because, I mean, we've gotten to play with some cool bands, but it would be cool to play on...
Like, even, like, local stuff, like ACL, or, like...
Yeah, because, I mean, like, we've done South by Southwest, but we haven't done ACL yet. And, so that'd be fun. But, I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens next. It's hard to define exactly what we want to do, but it's... We're just trying to enjoy ourselves while doing it and just see where it goes.
In 5 years, it's insane, like, the growth that it's had.
It went by so fast. I mean, just, like, one day we're playing these empty shows, then the next we're just playing for these giant crowds, and, yeah, it just hasn't slowed down.
Do you think that, like, when people say it takes 10 years to get to your success, knowing that you've been in the, I guess... You've been in the music field or music industry for over 15 years. Do you think that 10-year rule, like, definitely, like, or not rule, 10-year, like, idea that you needed to put in that time to get to that level? Because 5 years ago, you have already been playing for over 10 years.
Yeah. I'd say that probably, like, falls in line of recognizing, like, where your faults are as a musician and just having time to recognize that. Then yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, because I mean, like, unless you go to school for music, then there's a lot of things that you're not being taught specifically, and you're just learning while on the road, just seeing what different trials that might come your way. And I mean, it's like someone who just started playing music and to just go and tour and just do everything, it's not really feasible, because it's just a lot of it's, you need to know the right people. I mean, you need to know how to make a song, like, recognize the good elements of it, like, what makes a song, you know? Because I mean, like, at the end of the day, a good song, like, that's music's perspective. Like,
yeah, it's all subjective.
But there's still certain elements that need to be followed.
Yeah.
There's certain qualities that need to be met, and yeah, I think it takes time to be able to recognize that. I think with practice, I don't think has to take 10 years, but to someone to be self-taught and to not, like, have guidance, that makes a lot of sense. Like,
and you taught yourself everything you know?
No, I mean, I've had a lot of help along the way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But never like a school or like a one-on-one teacher?
Well, I've had some lessons along the way, and I mean, like, middle school, I did the whole band thing.
Oh,
but
nice.
Yeah, I guess, like, I've never, like, when it comes to recording and stuff like that, I've never had any, like, teachers or anything like that.
Oh, to think that, like, you're already making this level of production without any, like, prior guidance or teaching in the production aspect of things, I think that's really incredible. Like, when you made our band's EP and you produced it and you mastered it and mixed it yourself, did you feel like that was kind of validating to that feeling of wanting to be successful as a producer?
It was definitely towards one of the steps because like it was a learning experience on like managing musicians of different skill levels and just kind of like recognizing and just like finding it's more communication, finding like those middle grounds, seeing what somebody needs, what helps them get to like their goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, when you look back on that 3-month period of working with us, what was the thing that you took away from the most? Like what you said, like learning.
I should have made less assumptions, and I would have been a little bit. I definitely would have done things differently at first.
Yeah.
Made way less assumptions and just been a little bit more strict on like what I see timing as, and I guess more firm on like my opinions on things like that.
Yeah. One of the questions I definitely wanted to ask you: how do you feel about AI in music and the current rise of these AI bands and AI musicians?
I mean, I don't really think AI is going to really take over anything. I mean, I don't really think it's taking over charts. There's like people who use AI, but their songs aren't number one. I mean, it's just another tool to help you like get to somewhere. But I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's not something I'd use, but I don't think it's going to compare to somebody who's been writing.
And like doing it
like you're gonna hear the difference, like there's certain elements that make a song human, like there's certain flow, and like a lot of the AI stuff is just very copy and paste and just sounds like robotic.
Yeah.
And so like it's just
like that feeling.
People are gonna be intimidated by it, but I don't think it's gonna affect anybody who's actually like like writing music and doing their thing.
I can agree that it's a tool, but I definitely don't appreciate like when it's used for like only writing your lyrics and creating your music, and it feels like you said it's soulless.
Yeah, I feel like the thing that's going to affect more is like the commercial industry. Like let's say like a business has a song jingle or things like that. I feel like that's where it's really going to affect musicians, like I guess like workers in that kind of jingle industry. But
yeah, right.
Other than that, I mean, like I don't know if you have a song out there. I mean, I don't know of any AI songs that have like a number one in the charts and have a huge following. But I don't know. That's just my opinion out there. I mean, there's people who are going to use it to replicate, and I don't know. Some people are not going to like it, and I mean, it's whatever. There's no rules to music at the end of the day.
That's true. Like you mentioned before, there's definitely like things that you need to make a song sound good.
Yeah.
But yeah, there isn't rules. What would be your favorite genre of music and your least favorite genre of music?
Let's see. My most favorite, probably more towards like the folkish realm.
Oh.
Something more, I guess, folkish, punk, shoegaze sometimes, just like more towards those genres. I don't listen to kind of like goth music too often or anything. Like I definitely listen to way more electronic and a lot more like ambient music more than anything. Yeah.
And your least favorite would be?
That's tough.
Because you like all music.
I'm like one of those people, like when like I say I listen to, I really do like everything.
Well, I guess if you had to pick, not your least but like the one that you just listen to the least.
I probably lean more towards. I don't listen to country that often. I listen to it, but not like nowhere near. And also, I guess like when music gets too poppy, I can't stand it. So probably, I guess pop.
That, or is it more even like popular music too?
I can't say that. I mean, like I like popular music. Just something that gets way too poppy is just.
That's when it's,
there's a certain like element I just can't stand it. I just have to change it.
Yeah, I get that. Like, would a song like a pop song like "Happy" by Pharrell Williams annoy the hell out of you?
Something that's just too cheesy.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like something where you just have to just you just can't take it. Like, yeah. I mean, to me, I feel like those AI songs all sound like that. Just like that. Over, just it just sounds fake as hell. It just doesn't sound like a song.
I agree. I don't. I mean, I can appreciate the people that are using it as a tool, but I definitely don't think it's right in music or even art in general. I think it's a cool thing to make something fast, but to say like this is your artwork. It's almost like, what are you even trying to create when it's not really you?
At the same time, you know, like, what's your initial goal with like your product?
Yeah,
You know, if you're just spewing something out, just spew it out. I mean, like,
I agree.
yeah.
Especially because, like, if you already have that idea in your head, then, like, why not take the jump or that risk, like you're saying, instead of going the easier way with AI.
Not only that, too, like, let's say someone doesn't know how to write a song. I mean, that might be a good way of them to, like, somehow get to that point of songwriting.
Yeah.
Just using those AIs as tools to learn, get better, and eventually they can do it on their own.
Yeah. When you began your musical career, or trying to become a musician as a career, did you have any doubts, or did you have even people in your life that would question why, or maybe give you, like, because I know that even getting into the music industry altogether is very difficult, and maintaining, like, a steady income even through it. What kept you motivated, and what led you to be where you are now?
Well, I mean, that was never my goal. Like, music's just a hobby. And it's just gonna be treated as a hobby, I guess. I mean, like, we've been making money off of it, which is pretty dope. But I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm still see it as my hobby.
That's cool.
So I guess maybe that helps.
Perspective.
You know, because, like, I feel like a lot of people, they just bum themselves out. They set, like, such, I guess, unrealistic expectations, or, like, their time frames aren't realistic. You know, like, they're just, they don't put in, like, the little baby steps before, and they just bum themselves out. But yeah, I don't know. Like, financially, that was never my goal. It was just something I like doing, and it was something I just tinker, like, with all the time. And just, I don't know, I like making songs.
I feel like that keeps like people passionate about the thing that they enjoy doing, like, not treating it so seriously that it's jeopardizing themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool that you have it. That you still look at it like that. How has music changed your life?
It's made me go places I never thought I'd go. Like, I was on the Alps. That's
cool.
Pretty trippy. Yeah, like, we were in standstill traffic. So me and my buddy, like, we got out the car and just started just walking on the bridge that we're on. And yeah, there was, like, construction going on, and we just climbed over, like, the safety net, and we were walking along through the middle. And it's just, we were just out there, stuck in traffic in the Alps, walking along this, like, construction line.
And you think to yourself, wow, what am I doing
it's
here?
trippy. Yeah, we're in Prague, Lithuania.
Ooh.
And like, just random places, and yeah, I was just there. The earth feels a lot smaller now. Like, it really does. But that's definitely one way it's changed my life. It's definitely just made me change the way I see the world.
Yeah.
Just
Maybe.
I don't know. It's interesting just how far, like, we've been able to travel. Just things we've been able to see, and just
Things you've been able
and
to
it's still
do
going.
just through music. Yeah. What does music mean to you?
It's a lot of noise. I mean, it's like a Lego set.
Oh.
You're just putting little things together, and you're just
That's
like, I like
crazy.
building things, and so pretty much that's what it is. Is just
A creative way to build things. And
just
let your voice be
making
heard.
noise and just building something with noise.
Knowing where music has brought you today, would you change anything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Because I mean, along the way, there's so many different things that, like, you try, and it just ends up being like a waste of time. But it's part of the learning process, and so yeah, there's so many different things I would have skipped. But yeah, it's part of learning. You can't just have knowledge. But
Exactly. Dive right into it.
yeah, there's so many different things I would have skipped.
If you could go back in time to any era and listen to a certain band or artist, who would it be and why?
Probably Elliott Smith, because
Oh.
I mean, he's definitely one of my biggest influences musically, and just because I mean, I'd never be able to because he's dead.
Imagine being there.
Alright, just he's all drugged out trying to play a song.
Those are all the questions that I have for you today. Thank you for coming on to the podcast and talking to us. Do you have anything else you'd want to say?
No.
Well, to everybody, check out Haunt Me. They're on all streaming platforms. They just released their new album earlier this year too. Yeah, thank y'all for watching.